And the Cavaliers already with a focused look on their faces as they arrived earlier, planning on a strong performance in their home building. The Eastern Conference semifinals continue here on 2K Sports. Game 2 with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. Take a look at the Pacers. If they can repeat their victory, Greg, in Game 1 here tonight, they'll be sitting pretty in this series.
No doubt. If they go up 2-0 with 3 home games still to come, I'd say I'd like their chances. I mean, this is a shot for them to kind of land a knockout punch.
Oh, that was something else!
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
Burton outside. Neesmith with the ball. Pass to Turner. Three-pointer. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Well, you just love how Miles Turner goes right up with it, right? No hesitation, catch and shoot.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kenny Atkinson and I got a chance to talk for just a bit. I asked him about the challenge of facing Miles Turner, and he said this guy is a problem for our offense. Miles is an incredible shot blocker. You have to know where he is on the floor at all times. Now, we don't normally hear a coach talk about somebody's defense first, but Turner is that guy. Fellas?
Thank you, David.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
When it comes to the game's elite scorers, Doris, Donovan Mitchell is certainly on that list.
Kevin, there's no question about it. He's a proven playoff performer, a natural leader who doesn't mind a team leaning into his scoring ability. And the beauty is he can do it in a lot of different ways.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Mitchell outside. Back to Garland. Mobley, a screen on Halliburton. There's Garland. Another miss by Garland. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, Doris, before he started playing basketball, Siakam was on the path to priesthood. And there are a lot of GMs in the NBA saying, amen, when he chose basketball.
Kevin, this young man actually attended a seminary and didn't pick up a basketball until he was 16. But even with that, he's built himself into an all-star and a champion. An incredible journey.
The first one falls. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Cleveland. Siakam hits them both. And Doris, the Cavs had a very successful 23-24 season. 47 wins and the number 4 seed in the East.
And Kevin winning a playoff series, their first one without LeBron James since 1993. Most of the players on the floor weren't even alive back then. Incredible to think of it in that context.
Pass to Turner. Siakam outside. There's a minute 40 left in the first. Clock at 6. A shot. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Outside Garland. Over Halliburton. Garland with the bucket.
Well, you can see how effective Darius Garland can be shooting it. It's all about him finding his rhythm.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Okoro's checked in, so an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Obi Toppin's checked in for Miles Turner. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Aaron Nesmith. Shepard's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. There's 1:17 left in the first quarter. Toppin sets a screen for Siakam. Pass to Mathurin. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And using that body to his advantage, Mathurin will learn to control his strength as he grows in the league.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball. I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much. Cavaliers trailing. Okoro passes to Garland. For three, Hunter. An absolute bomb from three-point range. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Siakam passes to Shepard. That's a 2 from Mathurin. Misses the chippy right there.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Cavaliers lead by 2. And we'll be back with you right after this. And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And when you think back to that Sabonis-Halliburton trade, Doris, it really worked out for both teams.
It's rare, Kevin, that you can talk about a, quote, win-win for both sides. Most trades are a little bit harder to evaluate because they involve more moving pieces. This was a straight-up one-to-one swap of young stars and positional fits for each side.
First one falls for him.
It's always fun to watch a young player like Obi Toppin adapt to the league. He has done a really good job rising to the challenge of NBA-level play.
Max Strus is checked in for Javonte Green. That one is no good.
I think one thing that's clear with Obi Toppin is he has a drive to keep improving. He knows he's got some talent, but it's about the work you put in.
Hunter, no one around him. Off target from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And a wide open look for Halliburton. A three-pointer off the mark. Cavaliers leading. Here's Jerome. Just 5 on the clock. For the 3. Pacers with the rebound. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Halliburton passes to Mathurin. And here is Toppin. Stolen by Okoro. Here's Jerome. Misses in close. Outside Mathurin, and finished off by Walker.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
For three, Hunter sinks the three-pointer. Hunter's got 6 points.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. For the Cavaliers, Thompson, he's checked in for Mobley. Mitchell comes in for Okoro. And it's Garland in for Ty Jerome. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Aaron Nesmith has checked in for Benedict Mathurin. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Nembhard the pass to Turner. Now Siakam. Turner with the screen for Siakam. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. But giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
A shot by Nembhard, no good. The Cavaliers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton has become the face of the Pacers franchise. He says they've done a great job of allowing me to spread who I am and how I play throughout the organization. Guys and the coaches have adapted to it. Good things are happening. I want us to be the best team in the league. Kevin, he's certainly taking them in the right direction.
David, I'm infatuated with this guy as you are. He does so much at such a young age. Man, the sky is the limit. Mitchell outside. 6 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. Buries it from three-point range. Mitchell's got the lead up to 2 now for Cleveland.
Donovan Mitchell will answer with his own 3. This guy has got a ton of pride and competitiveness.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. They get a hand on it. Now, here's Garland. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Siakam.
This is exactly the kind of aggression from Darius Garland that changes the feel of the game, just works his way inside and forces the defense to foul.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game.
Darius Garland.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
Hard not to like how dynamic Garland is on the floor. He's a high-energy player who works hard to maximize his impact on the game.
Both free throws good from Garland.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
And here is Siakam. He beat the buzzer!
Delivery at the buzzer. That is beautifully done.
17.
And a huge 3 there to chop the lead down as we go into the break. Still anyone's game.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Cleveland ahead. They lead by 1. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And as we welcome you to halftime, without question, Game 2 has been a battle for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Well, they've got this crowd on the edge of their seats. It's been one heck of a game. And if they continue to play well, they're going to take control of this series.
Wouldn't that be a nice treat for these fans? Looking at the series breakdown for the Cavaliers. I'll get straight to it, Kenny. Is this a must-win game for them?
They might not want to admit it, Ernie, but this is a must-win game. I look at this team and I think, if they drop this one, it's going to get into their heads and they're not coming back.
Stop it, Kenny. It's not over yet. They know how to respond when their backs are against the walls.
Well, I guess we'll just have to see how it plays out, huh? And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinal. You look at Darius Garland. Guys, what a contribution.
With so much on the line tonight, you have to be impressed with the way he came out and set the tone with his aggression.
You get the sense when there's big-time performances to be had, this guy wants to take part. You expect that this is a trend that will continue here.
Pass to Siakam. And stolen by Mobley. There's Garland. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And here's Halliburton. Allen defending. Turner looking around. Siakam with it. Guarded by Garland. Here's Nembhard. 4 on the shot clock. A three-pointer, no good. To the middle. They swipe it. 5-on-3 break. Here's Halliburton. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Cavaliers leading. And Doris, when you look at Aaron Nesmith, he is someone that has accepted readily more responsibility over time.
There's no question, Kevin, and what I love is he didn't let not playing early in his career affect his outlook. In fact, it almost added an edge and spurred him to incredible improvement. He's an excellent defensive player. He's worked hard to become a three-point shooter. Somebody defenses must now account for from range. Love the work put in.
Here's Siakam. Pass to Nembhard. Halliburton against Bruce. And it's Halliburton missing. It's Garland with the ball for Cleveland. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Green by Allen. From 11 feet away. Good work defensively by Turner. Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Siakam kicks to Halliburton. The shot's good. Halliburton's got the lead up to 1 now for the Pacers.
Tyrese Halliburton has an array of moves offensively. Off the deck, yes, sir.
Mitchell passes to Strus. And he misses his first shot of the game. The Pacers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming into the locker room at the break. And a wide open look for Siakam. Misses the 3. Cavaliers have gone 0-4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. Cleveland moving the ball around. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And Tyrese Halliburton, one of the best offensive players in the league, Doris. He is so fun to watch.
Kev, this young man is special, and not only because of the flair and the skill as a passer, the shot-making ability. To me, it's the joy he brings to the game and how that joy lifts his teammates around him.
That's good from Halliburton. Well, certainly with one of the more unique shots in the NBA, Halliburton gets it done.
You know, Kevin, credit to Halliburton and the organizations he's played for, because a lot of them would have changed or tried to rebuild their shot. Halliburton and his organizations knew the shot worked, and he stuck with it. And now he's one of the best shooters at his position. I think if you're talking Tyrese Halliburton, the thing that stands out is the wealth of things he can do on the offensive end. He can shoot the ball with range. He's got unbelievable handle. He can create. He can drive it. He can also set up his guys. A lot to like.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. TJ McConnell, he's checked in for Halliburton. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Mobley the pass to Allen. Garland next for two. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Siakam deciding where to go with it. Inside. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Mobley. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Outside Garland, pass to Hunter, and here's Mitchell from the arc. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
There's a physicality and a frame that Donovan Mitchell possesses that allows him to get himself to the free throw line.
First trip to the line for him here.
3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3.
In the NBA, there is a high need for relentless scoring and skill to match that scoring. That is Donovan Mitchell.
Okoro's checked in for the Cavaliers. Jerome comes in for Garland. And the Pacers also making a change. Shepard's checked in. And he sinks the second. And he makes all 3. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Pass to Siakam. 16 seconds left in the third. Outside Mathurin. Shot clock at 6. And the wide open shot from McConnell. A three-pointer is right on target. McConnell's got the lead up to 3 now for the Pacers. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Pacers lead by 3. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And you are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Garland the pass to Hunter. Outside Garland. Here's Jerome. Over Halliburton. Jerome, no good. Indiana leading by 3. Pass to McConnell. Back to Mathurin. Sinks that one from the post. And the Pacers lead by 5.
A smooth operator in that pick and roll. Mathurin understanding how to capitalize with that handle.
Wade with it. Wade sets the pick for Hunter. Latrey. It's rebounded by Tyrese Halliburton. Pass to Toppin. Left side Halliburton. There's the 3. Toppin can't get it to go. The Cavaliers shooting a pretty pitiful 25% in this game. Offensively, they can't get anything going. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Outside Garland. Lets the 3 fly. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Wow, a lot of distance on that jumper by Darius Garland. Nice.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. For the Cavaliers, Allen's checked in for Dean Wade. Oboy comes in for Hunter. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Ty Jerome. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Aaron Nesmith has checked in for Benedict Mathurin. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. It's Garland with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Trailing by 4. Over Halliburton. Garland with the bucket. Garland's got 5 points in the quarter.
Garland doesn't let the pressure get to him. That's why he has the trust of his teammates.
Here's Halliburton. Scores after the quick crossover. And the Pacers lead by 4.
Halliburton has the kind of personality that keeps him steady in big-time moments. How about that? Unfazed.
Here's Garland. And yes, it's good.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talked about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. To tie it up. And Garland puts it in. Garland's got it all tied up now for the Kings.
Well, the toughness of Darius Garland on display. Wants to finish the contact and get the bucket.
Garland against Halliburton. It's over Garland. Cavaliers with the rebound.
In order to space the floor effectively for his teammates, he has to finish that one, guys.
And so the ball goes out of bounds. Garland touched it last.
Wow, what a time for a turnover. Shows you just how key one play can be.
.54 seconds left in the fourth. Halliburton against Garland. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Tyrese Halliburton has played with a poise beyond his years. He's got another chance here to continue to build on that.
It's the first that gives them the lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 2-point ball game.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. There's 45 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Here's Halliburton. It's in!
Fearless move by Tyrese Halliburton. The game is complete and the mind is ready.
Points are an absolute must here.
And no time to waste. Not at this point in the game.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Garland, yes! A huge shot to tie it up.
Absolutely fearless is Darius Garland. Clutch shot, no problem.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Halliburton outside. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth. 5 to shoot. Nice move. It falls!
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Garland from deep three-point land. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot, no good. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win Game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, Tyrese Halliburton.